Okay, setting up my screen here. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me and hear me. If you can see me and hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. Oh, Lolly, thank you so much. I see a yes from Lolly. All right, thank you so much. Hello, Lolly. Oh, also, Peter's here. Hey, Peter, how are you doing? I see Dr. Ramirez. Hello, Dr. Ramirez. I see Tomas. Hello. Rita. Hello, Rita. Yay. I also see Helga. Hello, Helga. Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Vera, hello Vera. Popcorn, great. All right, the usual suspects are here. Ray, all right. Alexander, thank you so much. Well, I see the green team. I see everyone else. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Oh, Gada, hello Gada. All right. Well, I'm very happy to see you. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope everyone is good and healthy. Hey, Monk. Yay, Monk. All right. Well, Alisa. Hello, Alisa. Great. Well, before I do anything, I need, well, no. My mistake. I misspoke. Marianne, how you doing, Marianne? All right. Tomas. Hey, Tomas. All right. Well, not before. Oh, no. Well, let's see. The first thing we do is we always have a toast for good luck, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's have, hey, how you doing? So before we do anything, we have to have our toast, yes? So please pick up a beverage. Pick up what you are drinking for our toast. Yeah, we always have a toast for good luck. So we will have 2 toasts. Our first toast will be to the green team. Yes, the supporters. You see them in the chat. Their names are green. They support me. They support the channel. By supporting me and the channel, they are supporting everyone. So let's give the green team a big thank you. Cheers, green team. Thank you. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Bump, cheers, bump, cheers. Yes, and because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Yes, bottoms up. Dr. Ramirez, cheers. All right, now for our second toast. It's for you. Yes, you are here. Without you, there's no reason for me to be here. No. Without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So thank you so much. So let's have a toast to you. Let's have a toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and wonderful lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Yes, we do. Bottoms up. All right. Well, hey, Sewu. Hello, Sewu. Yes, Lolly, cheers. Yes, all right. Well, oh, Mary Poppins is here. All right. Alexander. Okay, good. Oh, Mrs. G classroom. Hey, how you doing? Cheers, Mrs. G. Okay, now for today's lesson plan. Let's talk about today's lesson plan. I have it written down right here. Cheers, everyone. All right, so we are going to do a conversation from my book, 50 Very Short Conversations. And again, it'll be in a restaurant. So there are 2 themes. Well, each theme, we do it twice, right? So like in a restaurant, right? So each theme has 2 conversations, imperative mood. We did this last week, and now we're doing the second one today, all right? So we're going to do the book. We are going to review Tuesday's what is it? So I have 4 cards right here. I have 4 cards. I'm going to give you clues, and you're going to tell me what it is, all right? So I'm going to give you clues about the card, the picture, and you're going to tell me what it is. Then we're going to do which is better. And so you're going to choose which one is better and tell me why. We will also do what is the difference between. So I'm going to give you 2 things, and you're going to tell me how are they different, all right? Then we will also do today's dictation cards are from the members. So today's dictation cards are from the green team. You can see them in the green. And the topic was come across. Actually, the idiom come across means to come across. So you haven't, you discover something, right? You discover it. You come across something and you discover it. Wow, there it is. Or, wow, I haven't seen this before. Or, oh, I haven't seen this for a long time. So you come across something, you discover something, all right? So that is today's pattern, today's topics, today's lesson plan, all right? So let's go ahead and do our first activity, which is what is it? What is it? And I'm going to give you clues, okay? So we have four cards. What is it? That's the question for you. And then you're going to answer it's all right? And we have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 magnets because we have 4 cards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here are the cards. Okay, card 1. Here are the clues. Whoops, I don't want you to see the picture. No, you can't see the picture. All right, it has no power. You, meaning no power, it cannot move without something else. It cannot move without something else. It's used for camping or traveling. And there's usually a bed inside. There's usually a kitchen inside. There is usually a bathroom inside. The thing is, it doesn't have power by itself. So it needs to be pulled by something else. So for example, it needs to be pulled by a car. It needs to be pulled by a truck or like a pickup truck. And so it does not have power on its own. It needs to be pulled. We use this for camping or for traveling because we will sleep in it and we will cook in it and we will go to the bathroom in it and we will take a shower in it. Yeah? Okay, yeah, gada. Okay, so gada is a caravan. That's an English word. Well, British English. I'm American, so we don't say caravan. Actually, caravan means many vehicles in a row, in a line. So it's a caravan, meaning there are many vehicles going somewhere together, like a truck, like many trucks going somewhere together. So they are in a caravan. So they're traveling together somewhere. But we call this, you guys got it, we call this a trailer. Yes, good. It's a trailer. So in America, we call this a trailer. Okay, good. All right, let's go number 2. All right, number 2. Yes, Lolly, thank you so much. That's right. So in the US, we say trailer. In the UK, they say caravan. RV. Okay, Alexander says RV, which is recreational vehicle. But that, an RV is, you can drive an RV, all right? So an RV has power. So that means it has an engine and it has a steering wheel and you can drive it. That's an RV. But a trailer needs to be pulled. There's no power. There's no steering wheel. It's just, there's just wheels. So it needs to be pulled, all right? It needs to be pulled. Okay, here we go. Card number 2, clues, right? Clue number 1, I don't need one. I don't use it. I don't need one of these. People with hair need one. And if you have messy hair, this will straighten your hair. This will groom your hair, right? Maybe in the morning people use this. And like I said, or after they take a shower, they use this. Or after they take a bath, they use this. I don't use one. No, I don't need it. Okay, yeah. Oh, and there are, we say bristles, or that's like on a brush. I think bristles are on a brush. This is not a brush. These, like, well, actually, the name is there's like points, right? And that's the name of this thing. All right, that's the name of this thing, and you got it. I'll explain to you. It's a comb. It's a comb. Good, good. So I don't need one. Now, a brush has many bristles, right? And it's usually round, and there are many bristles coming out of it. But a comb is straight, and actually these are called combs. All right, I think they're called combs. Each little point is a comb, maybe. And so anyways, yeah. So a comb is straight and one unit, right? These are all connected to the main, right? And so there's little combs here, where a brush has bristles, and they're all like kind of independent of each other, and there might be like a cushion, right? So when you're brushing your hair, it's kind of soft, where a comb, it's harder, right? Okay, good job, good job. Number 2 is a comb. Okay, number 3, here we go. What is it? Here are the clues. We use this for gardening or for construction. You might see if someone building a house or building a structure, like a building, you might see many of these, right? And you'll use these, you'll see them in gardening. And what you use these for is if you have to move like dirt, right? So maybe, you know, you need this to transport dirt or transport things that are heavy, and there is a wheel, a tire in front, one tire in front, and there are handles, and there is a large bucket, right? So it's kind of a bucket, so it can hold things. So it can hold dirt, it can hold blocks, it can hold garbage, it can hold many things, and you can transport the dirt, you can transport the blocks, the construction things, trash very easily. Yep, it's a wheelbarrow. Good job. Yep, everyone, good job. It's a wheelbarrow. Yeah, so maybe you have one. If you have a garden, maybe you have a wheelbarrow. Yeah, because you need to take dirt places, right? You need maybe pull out the weeds. Maybe you need to put some fertilizer in your garden. So you want a wheelbarrow so you can move that quite easily. And then, like I said, at a construction site where they are building a house or a building, and so they're moving concrete, wet concrete, they'll use a wheelbarrow to move wet concrete, to transport bricks and blocks, cement, things like that. Construction items. You'll see that they use that as well. Okay, good. It's a wheelbarrow. Good job, everyone. Okay, here we go. Last card. Now, the clues are, you'll see this. We use this for meals. We need these to eat breakfast. We need these to eat lunch. We need these to eat dinner. It's a set, right? So there's a plate, a fork, a knife, a spoon. So it's all together. So it's one word we use for all of them together, right? So we have a spoon, right? We have a fork, yes. We have a plate, yes. We have a knife, yes. If we put them all together, it's a single unit. It's a singular unit. So it's singular. It's not plural, meaning knives, forks, spoons. No. So there are, in this picture, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 items, but it's one set, so we use a singular noun. Okay, good, good, good. Yes, it's a setting. Yeah, it's a setting. So a table setting. Yes, Mary, we can say table setting. We can say just a setting, right? A lot of times we say, oh, is the table set, right? Or, oh, I will set the table. That means kind of get the utensils ready, right? So, oh, please set the table. Or we could say, oh, the table is set. So that means the plates are there, the spoons are there, the forks are there, the chopsticks are there, the knives are there, right? So it's a setting. Place setting, good, good. Yeah, yeah. A place setting, yes. We say that in the US, good, good. We say place setting, a table setting. Maybe, I don't know, we pretty much, when I was looking at this picture, I was thinking, yeah, it could be a table setting, it could be, you know, just a setting. But yeah, so a place setting, yeah. So those all work. Okay, great, great. Nice one, everyone. Hello, Miriam. How you doing, Miriam? Okay, good, good, good. Thank you, everyone. All right. So what is it? It's a trailer. What is it? It's a comb. What is it? It's a wheelbarrow. What is it? It's a setting. One more time. What is it? It's a trailer. What is it? It's a comb. What is it? It's a wheelbarrow. What is it? It's a setting. Or we can say table setting or a place setting. Okay, good, 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 good. Nice one, everyone. Now, let's go to our next activity. We got to keep the ball moving. Yes, we do. All right. So our next activity is, which is better? Which is better? So I'm going to give you 2 items, and you're going to decide which one is better, and tell me why. And tell me why. Of course, why. That's important, because I want you to express your opinion, right? So why? That is your opinion, why you think so, yeah? There's only one answer, right? What is it? It's a trailer, right? So it's not a car, it's not a bicycle, it's not a tent, right? It's a trailer. So that's a fact. However, which is better is your opinion. You can say whatever you want because it's your own idea, all right? So that's what I like about this activity, which is better, because you can express your feelings. You can express your opinion. And that's the challenge, right? That's where this is just like know the vocabulary, right? This, you have to think about it and express it in English. So this is more challenging. All right, here we go. Okay, actually, it's not which is better, it's which is easier. Okay, so that's actually the question for this card. Which is easier to use? Which is easier to use? This is card number 1. All right, so which is easier to use? And I'm going to give you the choice. which is easier to use, a sponge or a brush? All right, so here we go. One more time. Which is easier to use, a sponge or a brush? Which is easier to use, a sponge or a brush? And here's the picture. Which is easier to use, a sponge or a brush? Okay, so so Gabriel, you have to tell me why, right? This needs a reply. This needs an explanation, right? Which is easier to use, a sponge? Why? Why do you say that? Okay, Sanchez, why a brush? So I need to know why. Oh, Bobo, yeah, this is a whiteboard. So chalk doesn't work on this. And I like a whiteboard because I don't know, like it's cleaner. Like a blackboard would be chalk all over. This is my office here. So a whiteboard allows, it's cleaner for me. It's cleaner for my office to use a whiteboard. If this was a blackboard, the floor would be all dirty from the chalk. Okay, Tomas, a brush, a brush because it has a handle. No need for gloves. All right, Tomas. So Tomas says a brush is easier because it has a handle, so you don't need to use gloves. Very good, Tomas. Helga says a sponge is easier to use because you can get off all the water. Oh, pick up the water. Okay, so Helga, so a sponge absorbs water, right? So if you spill something, if you spill milk, you spill coffee, you can use a sponge and it will absorb that liquid. So very good. Ray says a sponge is better because it can clean dishes. Okay, yeah, so a sponge can clean dishes. A brush really it's not good for cleaning dishes. Ray says a sponge is better because it cleans dishes. All right. Oh, that was first already. I already said that. Okay, Letitia says a brush because we don't hurt our hands. Yeah, because there's a handle. Very good, Letitia. Vilmar says a sponge because it is soft, although it cleans less. Okay, good. Or Vilmar, it has less like so a brush is more like what do I want to use the word? There's more friction, right? Or there's more I'm looking for the word. It's more abrasive, right? So like toothpaste, there's like little abrasive in the toothpaste because that cleans your teeth. Where the brush, the bristles, right? The bristles, it's more abrasive, and so it has more power to clean. Where a sponge is soft and it doesn't have the abrasiveness as a brush does. Okay, 1972 says sponge. My wife often buys them. Yeah, so they're probably better, right? So a sponge is probably better. Okay, good. 1972. Lolly says it's easier to use a brush because you need less effort to wash things. Yeah, so, well, like a brush scrubs and maybe a sponge cleans, right? So a brush, you have the power and it has the abrasiveness. And so like if you're cleaning your shower, if you're cleaning the floor, if you're cleaning like a big surface, right? Maybe a brush is better. if you're cleaning something more delicate, like glasses, spoons, and things like that, more delicate, you're cleaning glass, right? Let's say glass, for example, the mirror in your bathroom, you're going to probably want to use a sponge because it's softer and it's not as abrasive as a brush is. Okay, Tomas, sponge. Oh yeah, bacteria. So yeah, so a sponge is actually, there's like sea sponges, right? And so sponge is actually like natural. It grows in the ocean, right? Or it's a plant, maybe. I think a sponge is a plant in the ocean. Elisa, maybe a sponge with a net or with a rough on the opposite side for it delicate dishwasher. Okay, I know what you're talking about. So Elisa is talking about like a kitchen sponge where there is an abrasive part and a spongy part, where the bottom is a sponge and the top is like a cloth, or it's abrasive, right? I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like, we call them like Brillo pads, where it's rough, right? Where the sponge is soft and the top part is rough. So it's kind of like 2 in 1, right? So it's like half brush, half sponge. Yes? Okay, good. Dr. Mara says, a sponge is easier because it's smoother. Yeah, it's smoother. Good. Monk, brush because it can deep clean. So a brush can deep clean. Good. So yeah, so you can get in there with some muscle power, right? Get in there and use your muscle and scrape away the dirt. Like a shower. If you don't clean your shower for a long time, like the mold builds up, right? So you got to like use muscle power to clean that shower, to clean the bathtub, to clean the tiles, right? To clean the floor. You need to use your muscle power with a brush. Tomas says, I think a sponge is not quite hygienic. Yeah, I think like you're not hygienic, I don't know. You're not like eating it, right? You're not the sponge, you're just holding it with your hand and you're using soap. So I don't worry about a sponge. I guess if you're washing your dishes with the sponge, I do. But I don't really worry about the hygiene because you're using soap all the time. So hopefully the soap is killing the bacteria. I've never got sick from using a sponge, over and over with the dishes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vilmar says a brush is rough. Yep. Where the sponge is smooth. Yes. So yeah. So maybe that's a better word I was looking for, Vilmar. Rough, right? So Elisa was talking about the half brush, half sponge in a way. So you have a smooth end and a rough end, right? So one part is smooth, one part is rough. And so the rough part, you're able to have more cleaning power, where the smooth part, if you're cleaning something delicate. Okay, good. Gunk. I saw gunk. Who said? Oh yeah. Okay. So Elisa said gunk, and so gunk is just dirt and like mold that builds up, like oil. So maybe around your stove, or right, you're cooking, and maybe if you are using oil when you're cooking, let's say you're frying chicken, or right, and so you're cooking and there's like tomato sauce, oil, and whatever, and so around your stove there's like the food, the little parts that fly off, right? If you're boiling, if you're making pasta and the tomato sauce is boiling and it kind of flies off out of the pot and it gets into where your stove is, around the corners, and there's like tile, and so that builds up, and so that be kind of gunky, right? That's kind of gunk. Ah, Rita. Rita. So Rita is being sexist. So Rita says, a sponge is for women and a brush is for, sponges are for women and brushes are for men. I don't know, Rita. Both. We need both, right? Everybody, it depends what you're cleaning, right? Something delicate, you want to use a sponge. Something that needs more power, that you need to be, use more, that you need to use more power, right? It takes more effort to clean. You want a brush. Okay, good. All right. Okay, I have to keep an eye on the clock, but I think we're doing okay. So let's do one more. Yeah, I think, okay. Because I want to do, what is the difference between, actually, let's just do one more, and the difference between. So we'll do one which is better, which is easier. So today's was which is easier. So now we'll do what is the difference between. What is the difference between? So they're both similar, okay? So kind of like this, which is easier to use. They're both similar, right? And so we're choosing which one is easier, all right? So here we're making a choice. Here, the next, which is the difference, you have to explain how they are different. Not choosing one, but explaining how each is different, okay? So it's a little different, where when we talked about a sponge and a brush, we're choosing one, okay? We're choosing one. So like, I give you a choice. So, okay, let's clean the bathroom. Which one do you want to use? Which one do you want to use? You want to use the sponge or do you want to use the brush? So you choose one, all right? However, what is the difference? You're not choosing one. You're just describing how they are different, okay? So I want you to describe how they are different. So our two things are, okay, what is the difference between a pet carrier and a bird cage? What is the difference between a pet carrier and a bird cage? All right. Hey, Fran, how you doing, Fran? Mwah, good to see you. Fran's in the house. Okay, what is the difference between a pet carrier and a bird cage? So they're both similar, but how are they different? How are they different? Oh, Vilmar says, I hate cleaning the stove, so it will have to wait another day. Rita says, I use a brush too. Yeah, so Rita, it depends what you are cleaning, right, Rita? It depends what you are cleaning. Okay. So please tell me the difference between a pet carrier and a bird cage. What is the difference between a pet carrier and a bird cage? What is the difference? Okay, Gabriel is on the board. Gabriel says a pet carrier is for heavy animals and cargo for non-heavy buddies. Oh, a cage. A bird cage is for non-heavy buddies. Okay, good, Gabriel. I like that. I like it. Lolly says, with a pet carrier, you can bring your pet to the vet. Tomas says, a pet carrier is a bit bigger. Hello, Yuki. How you doing? Okay, Ray Ray says, carrier is made for dogs and cats. A pet carrier is made for dogs and cats. Ava, a pet carrier is made from plastic. Yeah, so good job, everyone. Tomas says, pet carrier made from plastic. Yes. Saru says, the bird cage should be hung. Good, good, good. Yes. So we should hang a bird cage from the ceiling. That's right. It doesn't sit on the floor, where maybe a pet carrier can sit on the floor. Very good. Fran says, the pet carrier is just provisional. So it's just temporary. That's good, Fran. Yeah, so we just use the pet carrier when we need to take our pet somewhere, where a bird cage is always there. Good one, Fran. See, you guys are great, great answers. I love it. Elisa says, the difference between the two is its cage. Yes. Okay. Elisa, how are the two cages different? Vera, pet carrier is made from plastic. Bird cage is usually made from metal. Good, Vera. Vilmar, a pet carrier isn't for birds. Very good. I like that. Vilmar, very simple and to the point, right? Straight to the point. No, no going around the edges. Straight to the point. Yeah. So a pet carrier isn't for birds. I like it. Sweet and simple. Very easy to understand, Vilmar. Ray Ray says, bird cage is made for small birds. 1972 says bird cage, a dog and cats. I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean, 1972? Lolly, a pet carrier is for animals not to live inside. A bird cage is to right. Okay, so Lolly says a pet carrier, animals do not live. Pets do not live in a pet carrier, but birds live in a bird cage. Good one, Lolly. These are all, you guys are like many good ways of explaining the differences. Yeah, you guys are explaining the differences very, very well. So Lolly says, a pet carrier, animals do not live. Pets do not live in a pet carrier. However, birds live in a bird cage. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Dr. Ramirez says, pet carrier is for different kinds of animals. Bird cage exclusively for birds. Yes, so we can put any animal in a pet carrier, right? Maybe you could put a raccoon in there. You could put a skunk in there. You could put a cat in there. You can put a fox in there. You could put a dog in there. However, a bird cage, just for birds. Very good, Dr. Ramirez. Helga, a bird cage has, okay, Helga says, a bird cage has thin rods, and there are more places between the rod, more space. Okay, so a bird cage is meant for you to see inside, right? Where maybe a pet carrier is only made for the animal to see outside, right? So where the bird cage is for us to see inside, where the pet carrier is for just the animal. The pet doesn't have, can't really see very well, right? So maybe because of that, the pet feels safer, right? So maybe a pet carrier, you don't want the animal inside to see too much, right? You want them to feel safer. So if there's less space for them to look out, they will feel calmer, perhaps. Okay, Gada says a pet carrier used just outside the house. Good one. So Gada said it's used for outside the house, where a bird cage is used for inside the house. Very good. I like it. Let's see. Tomas says, yesterday I have seen a gold jacket in our garden. It was eating the cat food. What's a gold jacket? Is that like a bee, like a wasp, Tomas? Marion, the pet carrier is used for transportation. The bird cage is used for their home. Yes. Mary says, a bird cage is a house for birds. A pet carrier is only a bag for animals. Okay. Yuki says, a pet carrier is possible for little persons to live, while the bird cage it's impossible. Oh, Yuki, now. So Yuki's saying little people can live in the pet carrier. No, no people can live in there. No, Yuki. That's a joke, right? Ava, pet carrier inside is darker than a bird cage. Yes, right. So I think it's darker inside, so the animal feels more calm, right? Because we use a pet carrier usually to take the pet to the vet. But pets don't want to go to the vet. No, 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 no. So we put them in the pet carrier so they can't run away. And because it's dark inside, they can feel more comfortable, more calm, perhaps. Okay, Dr. Mira says the pet cage is used for transportation and bird cage is used for used in the house. That's right. That's right. Okay, good job, everyone. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock. We're doing good. We're going to be here until 12, 2 hours. So already 45 minutes has passed already. So actually, we should get going here. So very good, everyone. So we did 2 cards here. We did which is better or which is easier to use, and we asked what is the difference. Okay, so good job. Now let's switch activities. Oh, Rita says, a pet carrier is just for transportation. A bird cage is sometimes birds uncomfortably closed for a long time. Well, okay, Rita, so so a pet carrier is used for transportation, and a bird's cage is their home, right? A bird's home. Very good. Oh, this is very interesting. Helga says, birds are transported in a box so they can't hurt themselves. Right, right. So if you go to a pet shop and you buy a bird, maybe you'll bring the bird home in a box, right? Like a cardboard box, but not a bird carrier, right? So yeah, interesting. Thank you for that, Helga. Yeah, I don't have birds. I've never had a bird, so I've never transported a bird. So I have no experience with birds, but that sounds logical, right? That sounds like that's the way it's done. But I have no experience with birds. Okay, we did what is it? We did which is better, what is the difference. Now it's time for a conversation, all right? So let's practice a conversation, and we're going to do conversation 24 in a restaurant. And here it is. This is the page. It's on page 31. If you have the book, you can get it and we can do it together. If you don't have the book, that's okay, because I'm going to write the conversation on the board. So don't worry if you don't have the book. If you have the book, great, we can do this together. If you want the book, I have 3 books. You can get them at Amazon.com. The link is in the descriptions below the video, so that'd be great. I hope you do. I hope you get your own book. That would be great. Okay, so step 1, I'm going to read the conversation, so I want you to listen carefully, all right? So I'm going to read the conversation, and we are in a restaurant, right? So the conversation takes place in a restaurant. So the context is in a restaurant, all right? So we have we have a family eating in a restaurant. So there's a family eating in a restaurant. All right, so let's start. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does this seem cold to you? Yes. Send it back. And then, okay, so then they go, hey, waiter, or server, come on, server. And the server says, what's wrong, sir or madam? If it's a man, what's wrong, sir? If it's a woman, what's wrong, madam? My steak is cold. Sorry, I'll bring you another one. Thank you. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Does this seem cold to you? Yes, send it back. Server, excuse me, server. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? My steak is cold. Sorry, I'll bring you another one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so there it is. There's the conversation. And we started out here, and then we continued down here. Okay, so now I'm going to write the conversation on the board so we can practice. So let's go, let's do this. Let's go A. Does this seem cold to you? Does this seem cold to you? B. Yes. Send it back. Send it back. Okay, now I'm going to say C is the server. Okay, so server is C. What's wrong? What's wrong? And then we have sir, madam. Okay, question. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? And then A says, my steak is cold. My steak is cold. And then the server says, sorry, I'll bring you another one. I'll bring you another one. And then A says, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, so there's the conversation. Let's look at it. Now, let's go over pronunciation and speed. We'll go slowly and quickly, all right? So, does this seem cold to you? Does this seem cold to you? Now, seem, feeling, right? So seem has the same kind of, it means feeling. So experience, right? So does this seem cold to you? So in your experience, is this cold, right? So maybe, from your experience eating steak, right? This is cold, or no, I don't think it's cold, right? So what's your experience? So when I say, does this seem cold? I'm asking for your experience. And so I'm asking for your opinion, all right? I'm asking for your opinion. I'm asking for your experience. Does this seem cold to you? B says, yes, send it back. So send it back, meaning tell them you want another one, right? Send it back. Don't eat it. You should get another one, right? Because you're paying money. This is a restaurant, and you should get another one, right? If you're at your house and you don't tell your wife or your husband, let's say, okay, if you're a man and your wife is, or if you're a husband and your wife is she cooked you dinner, you don't say, oh, send it, I'm going to send this back. There's no way, it's, send it back meaning like take it to the kitchen, right? So you should, yes, send it back, meaning take this, tell the server to take this steak back into the kitchen, right? It's not edible. We cannot eat this. It's too cold. So I'm not going to eat this. Take it back to the kitchen, right? I want another one. But if you tell your wife, I'm sending it back, I don't know. Where is it going, right? And maybe she'll get very angry. We don't say that for our house, right? Or if it's opposite, if your husband is cooking dinner or he already cooked dinner and you say, I'm sending it back. I don't like it. It's too cold. No, we don't do that in our house, but we'll do this in our restaurant, right? Yes, send it back. And now here is the server. What's wrong, sir? So what's wrong, sir? That's for a man. So a server will, if the customer is a man, the server should say, sir. If the customer is a woman, the server should say, madam. All right, so what's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? So what's wrong? Why? What's the problem? What's wrong? Why did you tell me to come to your table? Why did you wave your hand? Excuse me. So what's wrong? What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? No, A says, my steak is cold. This is a cold steak. I want a warm or hot steak, right? I don't want a cold steak. And then the server says, sorry, I'll bring you another one. So sorry, right? That's terrible. The restaurant made a mistake, right? The chef made a mistake. The waiter made a mistake. The waitress made a mistake. The server made a mistake. Sorry, I'll bring you another one. So I'm going to take it back to the kitchen, tell the chef, and we're going to make you a new one. And I'm going to bring you a warm or hot steak. And then A says, thank you, of course. Thank you. All right, so now let's do pronunciation, all right? So does this seem cold to you? Does this seem cold to you? Does this seem cold to you? Yes, send it back. Yes, send it back. Yes, send it back. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? My steak is cold. My steak is cold. My steak is cold. My steak is cold. Sorry, I'll bring you another one. 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 I'm sorry, I'll bring you another one. I'll bring you another one. I'll bring you another one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, my coffee is cold. My coffee is cold. Send it back. Hey, my French fries are cold. Send it back. Send them back. My pizza is cold. Send it back. My hamburger is cold. Send it back. Oh, my hamburger is burnt. Send it back. My steak is burnt. Send it back. Oh, my steak is raw. Send it back. My steak is overdone. Send it back. My steak is wrong. My order is wrong. Send it back. Let's see. My salad is wilted. Send it back. My soup smells strange. Send it back. My milk is stale, send it back, right? So if something is wrong with your food, send it back. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, I haven't been looking at the chat. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat right now. Seiwu says, does this seem undercooked? Good, good. So you're asking an opinion, right? So Seiwu, does this seem undercooked? Good. So that means undercooked means it's raw. It's not cooked enough. It's not cooked enough. Oh no, Marion, my steak is made of concrete. We'll say, oh, my steak is like rubber. My steak is like rubber. So it's overcooked, right? So Seiwu said undercooked, so that means it's not cooked enough. Overcooked means it's cooked too much, right? So maybe you like your steak medium rare, so like pink in the inside. So if there's no pink in your steak, if there's no pink, then it's overcooked. Send it back. Dr. Maris, my steak is raw. Please send it back. Lolly, at home, please, honey, could you heat up my steak? Oh, Lolly is she knows how to keep a happy house, right? So at home, we say, please, honey, could you heat up my steak? So Lolly is being very kind and she's keeping a loving house, right? So she's being very nice to her boyfriend or husband. Vilmar says, take this hen back. It is raw. Look at the egg on my plate. Okay, so not hen, egg, Vilmar. Take this egg back. It is raw. I don't know why you say hen. That's the bird. Okay, I'm looking down here at the chat. All right. Okay, let me see. It is not possible for me to drink cold coffee. Okay, so Fran says, it is not possible for me to drink cold coffee. Here in Japan, people drink cold coffee in summer. I drink hot coffee year round. So I also, Fran, like my coffee hot. Sometimes it can be warm. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with warm coffee because I drink my coffee black. So there's no sugar in my coffee. There's no milk in my coffee. So if you drink your coffee black, it can be cool, I guess, or it can be room temperature. That's okay. But if you have milk in your coffee, and if it's room temperature, maybe it's terrible, right? But I can drink my coffee at room temperature. But I like hot coffee, where there are a lot of people here in Japan who drink iced coffee, and I'm not a big iced coffee fan. Okay, you're welcome, Lolly. Okay, Helga, send it back, and all the kitchen staff will be around you with knives in their hands. Don't send it back. Yeah, the chef will send the hounds. Helga, so the chef will send out the hounds, right? And so you will be attacked. The chef, don't get the chef angry. Don't get the chef angry. No. Okay, good job. Well, let's role play with the conversation. Okay, so let's go back and forth. All right, so I will be A and you will be B. Okay, so let's be the conversation. Let's take turns. I will go A, I will be A, you will be B. And actually, we'll go A, B. Okay, we're going to have to do, let me see. Because it's almost like, these are like three people, right? We have A, does this seem cold? And then B says, oh yes, send it back. And then C is the server. And then we have the server and the customer. So let's see, how can we do this? Okay, let's see. Okay, so B and C will be, so I will be A, you will be B and C. Okay, I'm A, you are B and C. Okay, you're going to be the other person and the server. Okay, so you have two roles to do. Two roles. I have one role. I am A, you are B and C. Okay, so let's do it together. Yeah, so count. Are you ready? Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does this seem cold to you? My steak is cold. Thank you. Okay, let's do it again. I am A, you are B and C. Okay, here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does this seem cold to you? My steak is cold. Thank you. Okay, we always do 3 is a charm, right? So this is the third time. So I'm A, you are B and C. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's my turn. Does this seem cold to you? My steak is cold. Thank you. Okay, let's switch now. You are A, I am B and C. You are A, I am B and C. Okay, let's count down. You are A, you go first. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, send it back. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? Sorry, I'll bring you another one. The chef will be angry, but I'll bring you another one, okay? The chef will be angry. Okay, here we go. Countdown. You are A, I'm B and C. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, send it back. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? Sorry, I'll bring you another one. Okay, here we go. One more time. The third is the charm. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Yes, send it back. What's wrong, sir? What's wrong, madam? Sorry, I'll bring you another one. I'm a good server, aren't I? Sorry, madam. Or no, sorry, sir, I'll bring you another one. Sorry, madam, I'll bring you another one. Yeah. So I'm a good server because I'm very friendly. Yes. So a server needs to be friendly and quick and yeah. So good service, right? When we go to a restaurant, we want good service. Yes, we do. So it's very important. So a server has an important job. So we, as a customer doesn't see the chef. A customer doesn't see the kitchen, right? So the server is the in-between person, right? So you have the customer and the kitchen. So the server is in between the customer and the kitchen. So the server needs to talk to the customer and the server needs to talk to the kitchen. So they're doing, it's hard work, right? Being a server is hard work. Okay, good. All right. Okay, we're going to come back to the conversation because I want to do some patterns based on the conversation. However, right now, let's switch and let's do our dictation cards, our members, our green team sentences, all right? So let's stop the conversation. We will come back, but right now let's do the dictation cards, all right? So I have dictation cards here. So you need a pencil and paper, right? Because you're going to listen and write down what I say word for word. That is dictation. And we will have 4 steps. 4 steps. We will do. Where should I write the steps? I'll write them right. I'm going to do them right here, okay? So step 1, dictation. Step 2 is shadow and meaning. Step 3 is pronunciation. And step 4 is a quiz. Okay, so our dictation. And our topic today is come across. That's our come across. So come across, like we discover something unexpectedly, right? So we discover something, we come across something unexpectedly. So we're not expecting it to happen, but it happens, okay? So we are discovering something, we are surprised by something, we come across it, right? So unexpectedly. So we didn't expect it to happen, but it happened. Okay, and then we use it like for things, right? And Lolly, so I asked the members of the green team, asked them for sentences, right? And Lolly asked me a question. Lolly said, is come across and bump into the same thing? And it's close, but not the same thing. So people, right? We bump into people. So we come across them unexpectedly, meaning we run into them, right? So for people, we say like, oh, I bumped into Mary yesterday. Oh, I bumped into George yesterday. Meaning you saw him unexpectedly. You didn't plan it. It wasn't planned. You just happened to see that person. So, oh, I bumped into Mary. I bumped into George. I bumped into your mother. I bumped into your father. I bumped into your brother. I bumped into your sister, right? So we met them unexpectedly. For things, come across. So maybe you're cleaning your room. Oh, I came across my old photo album. Or you're cleaning the garage and you came across some old trophies, right? So you find something unexpectedly. You didn't think about it. It happened, right? Like, oh, yes, nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. You got it. All right, so we're going to do step 1, which is dictation. So like I said, so this is writing practice. So if you have a pencil and paper, that's great. You're going to listen and write down the sentence word for word. And that's right, Rita. So for things, we say come across. And good, Seru says, discover something unexpectedly. Yes, great. So like I always say, the chat is filled with great, great information. So this is great information for everyone. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Lolly. Thank you, Sewu. Anna's here. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Okay, and today's cards are from, here's the green team, right? A lot of them are here with us right now. Some are not with us, but they will watch later. So we have a card from Tomas, a sentence. We have Tomas's sentence. Anna's sentence is here. A for Anna. She just came. Seiru's sentence is here. Rita, her sentence is here. Marion, sentence is here. Larissa, sentence here, but I don't see Larissa right now. Monk, yeah, your Monk sentence is here. Lolly's sentence is here. Sophia cannot be with us at this time, but she will watch it later. This is Sophia's sentence. Ava's sentence is here. Miley, she can't be with us right now, but she will watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. G. And Dr. Ramirez's sentence is here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards, everyone. So it's a challenge. Yeah, we have 12 cards. Some sentences are long, of course. So usually our members, our green team sentences are a little long, but that's okay. Lots of practice for you. Yeah, lots of practice. So let's go ahead and start. All right. So step 1 is dictation. You will not see the sentence. You will not see the picture. You will just listen and write down what I say. I will say each sentence 3 times. So please listen carefully. Please write down as much as you can. As much as you can. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. If you don't get all the words, don't worry about it. The purpose is just listening for what you can. All right, so just do your best and don't worry, because we are learning, right? We do this every week, so you will have lots of practice, lots of opportunities. We are going to do each card many times, so if this time you don't understand it, that's okay. We're going to do it again, and then a quiz. So lots of practice, so just relax and don't worry. Okay, here we go. Countdown. Card number 1. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. Okay, card number 2. When I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. When I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. 3rd time. When I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. Card number 3. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. I came across some, sorry. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. 3rd time. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. Okay, 4. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. 3rd time. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. Okay, number 5. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. Now, okay, I said people, right? I said, okay, come across, we don't use for people, but in some situations we can use this, right? So we're not saying your brother, we're not saying someone, we're saying thieves, right? So thieves are people, but it's not, the context, we can use this, right? I came across 2 thieves. So it's okay in this situation. We're not saying, you know, I came across my friend, I came across an old friend. I don't know, like this will work, okay? This works. Like I came across 2 thieves. So in that situation, it's okay. So again, in English, remember English, there's always, it's case by case, right? So there's, in English, there are not too many situations where it's like black and white, right? There's always gray in English. So that expression, it's not black and white, not black and white. So case by case, right? So there's lots of gray. So in between black and white is gray. So in English, there's lots of gray area. So case by case. So in this situation, it's okay. All right, so here we go. Number 6. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. Yeah, Efron, that's the problem. Yep. There's no formula. There's no like, it's not black and white. There's no like, it's not math, right? So English is not math. So it's not a formula. We can't just follow a formula like mathematics. No, it's language. So language always changes. Language, there's this rule for this situation, and the rule changes for another situation. That's why it's so difficult on. That's why it's always difficult. Language is the most difficult thing to learn. It's the most difficult. Okay, number 7. Here we go. Mrs. G. Okay, you got the cards, Mrs. G. You got the cards. Thank you so much for that kind support. Mrs. G is always so kind to me. She is very, very kind. And Mrs. G, you're up in the, you're on the wall of hearts. Mrs. G, you're on the wall of hearts. Thank you very much. Mwah! Yay, love you, love you. You're too kind, always too kind. I'm still going to send you those cards that in the mail. Right? It's still not, they're still not shipping to Nicaragua. You will someday. Your package is here in my office, Mrs. G. It's ready for, you know, to go to Nicaragua. Just not right now. You will get them sooner than later, or you will get them. So I haven't forgot about you. Your package is, I can see your package right over there, okay? So as soon as it's okay to ship, as soon as Japan will ship it out of here, you'll get it. Okay, here we go. Number 7. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. Thank you, Mrs. G. Thank you for being patient. I'm so sorry. It's bad timing, the COVID, right? The pandemic. Bad timing for shipping things. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. Okay, here we go. Next card. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. Everyone, you know whose sentence this is, right? You know whose sentence this is. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. We know who said this. We know who wrote this sentence, don't we? I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. We know who wrote that. All right, next card. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. Good, 1972. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. Okay, next card. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Sometimes, Miriam, you got it. Miriam, you are correct. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Okay, we got two more left. Two more cards. Here we go. I was shaving this morning and I cut my lip. You can see I have a Band-Aid right here. So it's kind of bothering me because it's right on my lip. So I was shaving and I cut my lip. Okay. Here we go. Second to last card. I like English and come across words I don't know. Poor Mark. Oh, it hurts. Nah, it's okay. The Band-Aid bothers me. The Band-Aid bothers me. I like English and come across words I don't know. Third time. I like English and come across words I don't know. Okay, here we go. Last card. Here we go. Last card, number, I think 12. This is number 12. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Woohoo! Lucky, lucky. Second time. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Woohoo! Third time. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Woo! I like finding money unexpectedly. Yes, come across money. Whoa, yes, I forgot. Yes, here's some money that was in a book. Sometimes, I don't know. Do you ever hide money? Do you ever like hide money in a way? It's kind of like saving money. So maybe you put, some money in a book and you put the book in the bookshelf. And then one day you come across it and you go, whoa, yes. I've done that a couple times. Not many times, but a few times. Dictation. We did it, everyone. Good job. I'm going to check that off. You listened and wrote down what I said word for word. Or, you did the best you can. That's the important thing. Now it's time to shadow and talk about the meaning, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have speaking practice. Not writing practice, but speaking practice. So we will say each card 3 times. Then I will show you the card. You will see the sentence, and we will talk about the meaning, all right? All right, all right. Woohoo! Yes, Rita. Came across a $100 bill. That's a good day, right? That's a lucky day. Okay, here we go. Shadowing time. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. Yeah, there you go, 1972. Or like in your pocket, like have you ever done that? Like you wash your pants, you put your pants in the washing machine, and then all of a sudden like you get out and there's like, oh, like there's, you know, some money in your pants pocket that went through the washer, and now it's kind of wrinkly, but hey, yeah, I got some money. Yes, this is Tomas's card right here. Is this true, Tomas? Is this true? When we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. So here, Tomas is walking in the forest, and then all of a sudden, he goes around the corner. Oh, there's a few deer, maybe eating grass or lying down. And so like, oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Okay, yes, it's true. Nice. Actually, my university was in the forest. So my university was in the forest, and there was always deer on school campus. So like I'd walk from one building to another building, right? So one classroom to another classroom, and we'd always like see deer. So that was really cool, right? So you're walking to class, you're in the forest, and there are deer there. So it was nice. It was very nice. Okay, here, popcorn, too long and too difficult. Yeah, so popcorn, just do your best, right? These are long sentences, but that's how we get better, right? We push ourselves, right? Maybe it's difficult and we feel stress or we feel doubt. Oh, I can't do this. You know, you're feeling doubt, you're feeling negative. But it's just practice and you will get better. Believe me, it just takes time, right? It just takes practice. Ava says she finds money in her husband's pocket. So Ava just goes, woohoo, lucky me. Right? Finders keepers, losers weepers. You know that expression? Finders keepers, losers weepers. So in Ava's situation, Ava, like she's doing the laundry and her husband's pants, and so she finds money in her husband's pants. She pulls it out and she goes, I found it, it's mine, right? Finders keepers. So I found it, I'm keeping it, right? Finders keepers, losers weepers. So Ava's husband, he forgot the money in his pocket, so he lost it. And so he's weeping, he's sad, like, oh, I lost $10, right? So let's say Ava's husband had $10 in his pocket and he forgot about it. He put his pants in the dirty clothes. So now Ava is washing the clothes. You know, she's going to put the clothes in the washer, and she checks the pockets, right? Make sure there's no coins or anything. And all of a sudden, oh, there's a $10 bill. So Ava goes, whoa, finders keepers. So now it's Ava's money. And then Ava's husband, he's thinking, wait, did I leave $10? Ava's husband opens his wallet. Wait, I had $10. Oh, I put $10 in my pocket, but it's gone now. So he's sad. So he's weeping. Finders keepers, losers weepers. Yes. Ava's happy she found it. Ava's husband's sad because he lost it. Okay, here we go. Card number 2. When I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. Will you put these flashcards on the, Gada, these are not part of the website. So Gada, thank you for joining my website. So, but I can just send them to you because the website, the cards are with worksheets. So real quick, so everyone, I'm sorry. So Gada has a question. So she asked me, do I put these cards on the website? No, I don't, because these cards are just for dictation practice. The website has cards, but the cards are for worksheets. So it's like a pair, right? And the worksheet is for a video. So when I upload a video and I'll make a worksheet that goes with the video with flashcards. So it's like on the website, it's a set, right? Video, worksheet, flashcards. Where Gada, today, during the dictation practice, it's the cards I make just for today, right? But I will send you the set, yeah? Thank you for joining the website. Appreciate it. Mwah. Thank you for the support. Okay, so yeah, so these will not go on the website because it's just for today, and they don't go with worksheets and videos, right? So these cards are for dictation practice only. Okay, so when I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. Okay, here we go. Number 3. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. This is from Sewu. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. This is Anna's card. The one I'm sorry. This is Anna's card. When I cleaned the attic, I came across some old photos of me. That's Anna's card. Now, this is Sewu's card. Now, nest egg is like your savings, right? So maybe, you know, your nest egg is for the future. So you're saving your nest egg for the future. So here Sewu is saying, I came across my nest egg when I cleaned the bookcase. So like maybe her nest egg, she puts her nest egg in a book, right? And so she came across her savings. So she saved money and she came across it when she was cleaning her bookcase. Nest egg means you're saving money for the future. That's your nest egg. Money you're saving for the future, Anna. Ava, nest egg is savings for your future. Okay? So you're saving money. Why are you saving money? For the future, right? So you're saving money because maybe in the future you want to buy something or you're going to retire, right? So money you're saving, so you save money for the future, and we call that a nest egg. So, Lolly, I don't have any nest egg. Really, Lolly? You should start one. Lolly, you should start a nest egg for the future. Maybe, Lolly, you should buy Bitcoin. Yeah, so Lolly, buy Bitcoin for the future. Oh, Sylvia, sir, could you please, short word, I don't, okay, yeah, I don't catch it. So these are long. I know, I tell the green team, try to write short sentences, but it's hard, right? It's hard for people to write short sentences. So, Sylvia, so I recommend just do what you can. Just do what you can. You got it, Lolly. Yeah, Ava, yes, that's a good idea. Save, make a nest egg. Make a nest egg. Okay, here we go. Card number 4. I'm going to go slow. Okay, Sylvia, these are long sentences, but we can do it together. We can do it together. Ready? Here we go. Let's shadow together, and I'll go slowly so we can do it together. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. The old photo I came across yesterday reminded me that I could climb trees. This is from Rita. So here, Rita saw an old photo. Maybe she was a little girl and she was climbing a tree. And so for Rita, oh, I remember I used to climb trees. So that's what this sentence means. Anna, I'm wondering if we could have a conversation. How do we do that? I don't know how to do that, Anna. I mean, we have Skype group for the standard and above members. We do Skype once a month, but that I'm not sure how we could do that. And I'm like really busy right now to I have the Facebook group page. I don't know how to, if you have a good idea, Anna, if you have a good idea, why don't you let me know? Tomas says, now I use a ladder. Yeah, me too. Okay, here we go. Next card. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. Hello, Grace. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. Thank you, Mrs. G. Yeah, Anna, there you go. There you go. Mrs. G Classroom, she's an English teacher in Nicaragua, and her English is right on. So so you should do that. Join Mrs. G's WhatsApp group. So that's a great idea. Thank you, Mrs. G, for doing that, helping people. That's great. When I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. This is Marian's. That is scary, right? You enter your apartment, you enter your house, and there's 2 thieves in there. Wow, that's dangerous. That's scary. And that's never happened to me, but I would never want that to happen. No, that is super scary. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next card. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. Okay, this is Larissa's sentence. During our hike in the mountains, we came across a cave with rock paintings. Now, maybe you know about this, right? So this is like a long time ago, early mankind, right? So before houses, right? Before Neanderthals lived in caves, right? So that was our first shelter. So when humans when humans evolved, right? And our first shelter was in caves, right? Before housing, we lived in, before a house, we lived in a cave, right? And there was no paper and no alphabet, no writing, you know, we didn't have an alphabet. We didn't have a writing, structure, right? So early man used pictures, calligraphy, like used pictures to communicate, right? And no paper, so they would write on the cave walls, on the walls, and rocks. And so those were, we call those rock paintings. And there's actually just storytelling, right? So they used, early man used pictures to tell stories. And they painted that on rocks and on the cave walls to tell a story. So those are rock paintings. Okay, good. Our next, and that was from Larissa. Yeah, Larissa, good job. Okay, our next card. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. Yes, thank you for doing that. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. Woohoo! Yep. This is from Monk. Thank you, Monk. When I was looking for English lessons online, I came across Mark's English Conversations. Prehistoric people, yeah, so that's right, Tomas. Okay, thank you, Monk. I'm happy you came across my videos. I'm happy you are here. I'm happy because you came across my channel. I'm happy you came across my videos. That's why I do it. That's the purpose. All right, here we go. Next card. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. This is Lolly's. I came across an old onion pie recipe from my grandma. So, so we know Lolly, she loves onion pie, and so she makes onion pie. So this is a natural sentence for Lolly. And I think we all knew this sentence was from Lolly, yeah. Hieroglyphics, that's right, hieroglyphics, pictures. Pictures are, what's the expression? A picture tells 1,000 words. So a picture tells 1,000 words. So with a picture, you can say a lot, right? So of course, writing, we explain something in writing. So we read it. I'm reading your chat here. So, right? So I'm reading your words, right? I'm reading what you are writing, but a picture can do the same thing, right? So a picture will describe a situation. A picture will tell a story. So that's why it's very important that that's why I always put a picture. So all my videos have a picture to represent what I am saying in writing. So I never, if you watch all my videos, any video, there'll never be just words, right? Because I think people learning a language, people learning English, need to see the context to understand, right? So you need to have a representation of the idea, right? So that's why I always put a picture next to what I'm saying. And so sometimes it's hard for me to find the right picture to explain the idea or represent the idea, represent the words, represent the sentence. So that's my challenge, right? So it's easy just to write a sentence, but what does that mean? How can someone learning English understand that sentence? Well, if I use a picture, that's going to help you understand the sentence. But sometimes it's hard to find a picture to represent that meaning. So that's always a challenge for me. So that's why sometimes like people will request, like, oh, Mark, can you do a video about, let's say, an interview? Well, I have to find pictures to represent the sentence, right? And so some sentences, some topics, I don't have the pictures, or it's too difficult to explain that situation with the picture. So, anyways, that's always hard for me. Okay. All right. Maria, good evening. How are you? My name is Maria. I need to learn English, please. Can you help me? Well, that's what we're doing right now, Maria. So even we got a lot of cards, but right now we are shadowing, which is I want you to say these sentences with me. So I'm speaking. I want you to speak with me at the same time, okay? So we are practicing speaking right now, all right? So are you ready, Maria? Let's say these. And all these cards have sentences. So you can't see the sentence. You can only listen and say. So it's difficult, but we're here to practice. So here we go. Our next card. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. My husband came across Simba, our cat, on his way to work on a very rainy day. This is from Sophia. Okay, good job, Sophia. Now, really, okay, green team. Like, I love using your cards, but everyone's like long sentences. Look at, very long. So green team, please make your sentences shorter, okay, green team? So next week, that's your challenge. It's hard. I know. Actually, it's harder to write a shorter sentence than a longer sentence, right? Because to have a complete thought, right? So a sentence is a complete thought. So one sentence equals a complete idea, right? And so to put a complete idea into a short sentence, it's a challenge. It's hard. It's counterintuitive. You'd think it would be easy to write a short sentence, right? But actually, it's more difficult to write a short sentence, that has a complete idea. And so you can see, like, because English is your second language, right? It's your foreign language. It's not your native language. So it's hard for you to write a complete idea in a short sentence, right? It's hard. But that's your challenge, right? So I challenge everyone to try to get a complete idea, a complete thought into a short sentence. It's hard. It's very hard, but let's do it. So it's very hard. It's impossible because we need to explain. So Rita, so the idea is to use words that say to express your idea, right? So the key words, right? So what word is going to explain this in the shortest way, right? And so it's hard to find that vocabulary that will explain what you want to say in a few words, right? So it's hard, but if you have that, when it's your turn, when you are writing your sentence and you're thinking about like, okay, how can I shorten the sentence? How can I make it more clear? How can I make it more concise? Because actually, the longer the sentence, the less clear it is, right? So the longer it is, the less clear it is. So that's why people are having a hard time, because the sentences are very long, and so you're kind of like, your understanding is not clear, right? So for example here, okay, Tomas, when we were walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. So you might, to make it a little shorter, you'd say, while walking in the forest, we came across a deer, right? That's shorter. So when we were, so while, so if you say while, that means when we were, right? So now the sentence is, while walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. So it's shorter, it's easier to understand, or because it's shorter, I can understand it better because it's less time, right? It's less time. So while walking in the forest, we came across a few deer. Okay, here on a sentence. When I was cleaning the attic, I came across some old photos of me. So let's make it shorter. Let's see. Okay, when I was cleaning the attic. Okay, some are hard, right? So this is hard. How can we make it shorter? When I was cleaning the attic, I came across old photos of me. I was cleaning the attic and came across a few photos of me. I was cleaning the attic and came across a few photos of me. So there, I shortened it. So that's your challenge, green team. Everybody. That's your challenge. Can you explain? Can you say the same thing, but in less words, right? In less words. It's hard, but that's a goal you should do, right? So, the learning process, right? So you have goals, right? So, like for example, my first goal, I want to speak only in English for 2 minutes or 1 minute. Can I speak only in English in 1 minute, right? So then you do it. Okay, then you go, okay, I want to speak only in English for 5 minutes. So you do it, right? So each goal, right? Now you're getting better and better. You're getting more and more fluent, right? As you meet each goal. So this goal, 1 minute, only English. Then next goal, 2 minutes, only in English. So now you are setting goals, okay? You're doing it. Now for writing, it's almost like the opposite, right? So for writing, you want to go shorter and shorter, right? For speaking, you want to go longer and longer, but for writing, maybe you want to go shorter and shorter. That way, your writing is more concise, your writing is more understandable, your writing is clearer. So it's almost, you want to go opposite for writing. For speaking, you want to go longer. For writing, you want to go shorter. Yeah, so actually, Rita, I fixed your sentence a little bit, right? I shortened, Rita, your sentence, the one you wrote, was like super long, so I shortened it a little bit. But I want you guys to do it, right? I want you to do it, right? Of course, I can make it shorter, and sometimes I do because it's too long. But I want you guys to do it, right? Do it for yourself. Okay, here we go. We got 3 more cards. Here we go. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. Sometimes my husband comes across a bargain while shopping. This is Ava. Okay, Ava, maybe we can change your sentence, right? We can say, sometimes, or we could say, my husband came across a bargain shopping. We could do that. My husband came across, my husband came across a bargain shopping. My husband came across a bargain shopping. There we go. I just shortened it. My husband came across a bargain shopping. So there we go. We shortened it and we kept the meaning. The meaning is the same, but we shortened the sentence. And so we made it clear. My husband came across a bargain shopping. Okay, here we go. Next card. I like English and come across words I don't know. I like English and come across words I don't know. I like English and come across words I don't know. And this is Miley. I like English and come across words I don't know. Now I told Miley, Miley was writing really long sentences, and I told Miley, I go, this is a challenge for you. Can you write shorter sentences? And she's doing it, right? So maybe if you look back at the older videos, right, at the live streams last month, and maybe you can notice like Miley, her sentences were really long. Now Miley has shortened her sentences, right? So now Miley is writing clearer and more concise. Clearer and more concise. So I've noticed that with Miley's sentences, they're becoming shorter and more concise and more to the point, Okay, good. All right, now last one. Yeah, so Dr. Murray just shortened her sentence. Good job. See, you can do it. You just have to think about it, right? So you have to be aware of it. Okay, Lolly says, challenge accepted. So I know you guys can do it. You just have to think about it when you do it. So I'm just reminding you of it, right? So next week, please shorten your sentence, right? It's a challenge. You can do it. You just have to, when you're writing your sentence, you have to just think about, okay, how can I, so when we're writing, we do different drafts, right? So maybe, if you're writing a paper for school or a report for school or for your job, maybe you do it a few times, right? So your first draft, we call it a draft, right? So the first time you write something, you look at it and you go, okay, I made mistakes here, and you fix your mistakes. Then after you fix your mistakes, then you try, okay, how can I make it better? How can I make it clearer? So we have to think about, okay, other people are going to read this. So when you guys are doing your dictation cards, think about, I'm reading your sentences on YouTube, right? So lots of people are doing this and they're listening to your sentences. Lots of people are writing your sentences. Lots of people are practicing speaking your sentences, right? So for next week, when you're writing your sentences, think about, okay, Mark's going to say this on YouTube. So how can I make this sentence shorter and clearer for everyone to understand better and for everyone to be able to speak easier, right? So we want people to understand better. We want people to speak easier. and we want people to understand more. So when you're writing your sentences, think about that. And I'm sure you can do it. And I'm looking forward to seeing your sentences next week. Okay, here we go. One more, last one. And actually, Dr. Maris already fixed her sentence. So you can do it, yeah? So I'm reading, this is a long one. Here we go. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Now this is Dr. Amaris's. When I had been, so that's past perfect continuous, right? Past perfect continuous. When I had been looking, so the grammar is fine, right? Because it happened in the past, it continued and stopped in the past, right? So Dr. Maris, she was looking for her passport in the past, right? And she was looking, so that's continuing, and then it stopped in the past because she's telling us now. So this happened in the past, it continued for a time, and it stopped in the past. Started in the past, continued in the past, stopped in the past. Now we're talking about it now. And so the grammar's good, but it's very long, right? For this purpose, right? So really, writing, we write for different purposes, right? So we have academic writing, you know, for school. We have business writing, right? You're giving a proposal. So different writing style. What we're doing now, we're doing dictation practice. So for dictation practice, we want short, concise sentences, right? So it really depends on the purpose, right? We write depending on the purpose. So if you're writing a letter to a friend, you know, it's almost like you are using stream of consciousness, right? So if you're writing a letter to your friend, you might just be, whatever you're thinking, you're writing, right? And so the purpose of a letter is so the other person, it's almost like talking, right? So when you're writing a letter to a friend, your writing style is like speaking style, right? When you are writing a paper for school, it's academic writing. When you are writing something for work, it's business. You know, like let's say you're writing a letter, so we have a certain form for writing a business letter, right? And your writing reflects a purpose. There's a purpose to your writing because it's the situation. And this situation is dictation practice. So your writing style should be short and concise, right? Because the purpose is, you know, dictation, shadowing, pronunciation, quiz. So it's a different type of writing. So just when you're writing, think about like the purpose and the style. And so so the dictation cards, right? So we want short sentences for dictation, yeah? And I do this at my university. And so I do short sentences for dictation practice and for shadowing practice. So your writing reflects the situation, the purpose. Okay, so this is Dr. Amaris's. When I had been looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. But Dr. Amaris, she fixed her, or she made it shorter. Let me look up here. So Dr. Maris she said, looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Perfect, see? That's a perfect sentence for this situation, right? So, looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. So that's very short, sweet, concise. We can understand, we can do it, right? We can shadow it, we can write it down. So for the purpose of this activity, that's a perfect sentence. Looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Ready? Looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Looking for my passport, I came across a $100 bill. Okay, yes, yes. All right, so good job, Dr. Maris. That's a great weekend. Or great weekend. I saw, have a nice weekend. I just said, Helga, have a nice weekend. No, what? Great job, Dr. Maris. Yes, perfect. Okay. Ava, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're spending a lot of time. Okay, we did the shadowing and meaning. There's a lot of cards and long sentences, so it took a long time. But like I said, the green team has a challenge this week, right? They're going to write shorter sentences, be more concise, be more clear. Yeah, that's the challenge. Okay, Ray. So Fridays are a little more challenge. So on Tuesdays, the dictation cards are simpler. So we can do this. So on Tuesdays, we'll have easier dictation cards. Fridays will be more difficult. Okay, Ray? So Tuesday, we'll have easy dictation practice. Fridays, more difficult. Okay, so that way you can so it's almost like riding. Let's say you're riding your bicycle, and it's hilly, right? And so we have. So think about this is how like learning happens. So we have, let's say like this, right? So we're riding a bicycle, and then we have like a hill, and it's hard, right? It's hard, and then we come down, and it's kind of, we could relax. And then it's hard, and then we can relax. It's hard, and then we can relax. So learning should be that way, right? So we challenge, we're kind of like, it's hard, we're making mistakes, and then, and then we can have something a little more simpler, and we could increase our speed, we can increase our speaking, right? And so we have, it's difficult, and we can relax, and it's a little easy. Then it's difficult, a little easier, difficult. And so that's what we can do here, right? So for example, on Tuesdays, it's going to be easier, right? The dictation cards are going to be easier. But then on Friday, we're going up a hill. It's more difficult. So if we do that, easy, difficult, well, not easy, but shorter, longer, then, it'll actually help you in the long run. So Tuesdays, we'll have it easier, Friday more difficult. Okay, so that's what we'll do. All right. Okay. Well, so I want to continue this, having the green team, the members do the sentences. So I want you guys to be more involved, and so. Where on Tuesday, it's all me, right? Tuesday, I'm the one thinking about the topic. Well, I'm the one who's writing the sentences. I'm doing everything. But on Friday, it's you guys, right? And so I think that's better. And so you get more different voice, right? You're getting different styles. Where when I'm doing it, it's my style. And then so Tuesdays my style, and Fridays it's the the member style. So you're getting different styles. You're getting different voices, right? So we say like inner voice. So when we're writing, we have a voice, right? We're not speaking, but the voice is in our head. So when I'm writing, it's always my voice, but on Fridays, when it's Tomas and Anna and Sewu and Rita, it's their voice. So here you're getting 12 different voices. Yeah? You're getting 12 styles. You're getting 12 different voices. So I think that's very, very good. And I think it's very, very powerful, where if it's not just me the whole time, right? You're getting all these different voices. And so I think that's better for your learning, for sure. It's better for you. Okay? Yeah, and so exactly on it, it's a process. So learning is a process. So in the process of learning, you're going to have difficulty, and then you're going to have, then it's not going to be difficult, right? And so it's what it is like you get to a level, like it's really hard, right? At the beginning or something, it's really hard, and then all of a sudden you get to a certain level, and now you can like do something, right? And then you're kind of like sailing, and then it gets difficult again. Da-na-na. And then you reach that plateau, you reach that peak, and then now it's a little bit downhill, and you feel right? And then it gets a little more so it's like that, right? So you're going up, you're struggling, and then you did it. You're struggling, and you did it. You're struggling, and you did it. It's like, when you're hiking in the mountains, right? So you're going uphill, and it's like you're tired, and then you're kind of going downhill, and it's like, woo, this feels good. And then it gets uphill, woo, it feels good, right? So that's the process of learning. That's the process. So please, I think people get discouraged when it gets hard and people go, I want to quit, right? It's too hard. But don't do that, because it will get easy again, right? Then it'll get difficult again. So if you make it up the hard, then it'll be easy for you. And then you get another hard, and then it's easy. So don't quit, because it will get easy, but then it'll get hard again. It'll get easy, then it'll get hard. So please don't stop because it's hard. Stop because it's easy. Right? You should stop if it's easy. This is too easy, it's boring. Stop. But don't stop if it's difficult, because that's the learning, right? You're learning. When it's hard, you're learning. And just keep doing it. Okay, yeah, Helga, yeah. So Helga, join the channel, and you can then, you can tell me your sentences, and I'll do it in the cards, and we'll practice it with everyone. So of course, people who support me and the channel, I support them, right? So they're supporting me, so I support you. And so one way for me to support you is this, right? And so when you join the channel, there's certain benefits, right? Because you're spending money, and you're helping me, right? So I'm going to help you. And so one way I can help you is like doing this kind of thing, right? And so so if you join the channel, you can put your input. You could put your sentence on a card, and then I will read it to the world. All right? So that's just a way. And by doing that, it's forcing you to practice more, right? And so it's almost like school, right? So the good thing about like a normal school, right? This is YouTube, so it's not really school. We're just doing it for enjoyment. But if you're in school, you have like homework, right? You have an assignment to do, and that forces you to do it. So in a way, doing this is kind of like school. So I'm giving you an assignment. I'm telling you, come across in a sentence, right? That's your assignment. Come across in a sentence. So that's your challenge, and you do it, right? And so you're learning by doing it. And now I'm giving you another assignment. Make shorter sentences, but keep the meaning, right? So say what you want, but more concise. So that's a challenge. Yeah, and so doing this, by joining the channel, you are committing more, right, than not joining the channel, right? Not joining the channel, you just come and go, right? Enjoyment. But by joining the channel, you are, paying money, and so that gives you more of a commitment, right? So That's the good point, right? You know, the bad point, you're spending money. We don't like spending money, but by spending money, you are giving more of a commitment, right? Okay, so let's do a quiz, all right? So I'm looking at the clock. We're way over time. Let's do a quiz. We always do a quiz. So I'm going to do, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Vilmar, there are various plateaus. Yes. So not only idiom, learning another idiom. Yeah, plateau. Good. So there are hills and valleys, right? So Vilmar, while learning, there's hills and valleys. And so, but that's all the process. That's how we learn. So anyways, let's do our quiz, all right? So I'm going to choose 3 random cards, and I want you to, these are long, so it's a challenge, right? But that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about challenge, and that's how we learn. So right now, you are going to write the sentence. So I'm going to cover the sentence. I don't know. Just do your best. Don't worry if it's right or wrong. Just look at the picture and use the idiom. All right? Look at the picture, use the idiom, and make a sentence. All right? So actually, let's do this. This is going to be different. It doesn't matter what sentence you write. Let's do this. Okay. This is good. Okay? I want you to write a different sentence. I want you to write your own sentence. Okay? I don't want you to write Seiwu. Okay, this is Seiwu's card. I don't want you to write Seiwu's sentence. No, I want you to write your own sentence, but use come across. Okay, so that's a good idea. Sometimes I think of great ideas, don't I? Yeah, that's like on the fly. So I just thought of this on the fly. So I want you to use come across. Okay, come across, and that means like discover something or unexpectedly. Unexpectedly, okay? So you come across something unexpectedly. So you discover something unexpectedly, discover. Okay? So I want you to use the idiom, come across, with this picture. So it could be any sentence, okay? So this is your challenge right now. So it's not Seiwu's sentence. No, this is Marian. I'm sorry. Seiwu had the nest egg. No, this is Marian's, okay? This is Marian's but don't write Marian's sentence. Write your own sentence. Here we go. No, Lolly. I want you to look at this picture. But write a sentence based on this picture. And use come across. Any sentence is okay. Use come across. Use any sentence, okay, but use come across. Okay, Peter, when I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. Good sentence. Okay, Lolly, I came across a thief when I entered my room. Good. Helga, when I entered the apartment, I came across 2 thieves. Okay, Gada, when I entered the apartment, I came across, okay, thieves inside. Okay, how about this? I came across thieves in the apartment. Gada. I came across thieves in the apartment. I came across thieves in the apartment. Write that, gada. Gada. I came across thieves in the apartment. Okay, Marion. When I entered the apartment, I came across thieves. So this is Marion's card. Tomas. I came across a thief when I entered the apartment. Good. I came. Okay, I came because it happened, right, already. So it's past tense, Tomas. I came across a thief when I entered the apartment. I came across a thief when I entered the apartment. Raphael. I came across a picture of the former president of my country on Mark's hand. Okay, he's a thief, Raphael. Seru, I came across two thieves. I came across two thieves who entered the apartment. How about that, Seru? I came across two thieves who entered my apartment. There you go. Write it again, Seru. I came across two thieves who entered the apartment. Who entered my apartment? Sorry. One more time, Seru. I came across two thieves who entered my apartment. Samuel, when I entered my apartment, I came across two thieves. Good. Samuel, when I entered my apartment, I came across two thieves. Dr. Maris, I came across thieves when I got home. Good, see? Dr. Maris, see? You're getting into that mode, right? So it's just thinking about it and just like a combination lock, right? So like, you're turning a combination, right? And so now Dr. Maris's mind is turning that way, and she's coming up with great short sentences, great dictation, great sentences for dictation. I came across thieves when I got home. I came across thieves when I got home. Perfect. A lot of people think, oh, we got to have long sentences, right? I mean, that's how it's like. Students here in Japan think you need they think long sentences are good, but it's confusing. They're not good because the reader gets confused. Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. So, like right there, Dr. Mayer, I came across thieves when I got home. Perfect, right? Understandable, to the point, concise. And I think many people think a long sentence is better than a short sentence. But no. A long sentence is easier to do, but it's more confusing for the reader. Anna says, I came across a thief when entering the apartment. Good, Anna. Yes, I like it. Ray, when I entered the apartment, I came across two thieves. Good, Ray. See, Ray, you're like, oh, I can't do it. It's too long for me. Too difficult. Ray, see? You have to think that, you have to think positive, right? Don't think, oh, it's too difficult. I can't do it. See, you did it, Ray. So I'm angry. Ray, I'm angry at you because you said you couldn't do it, right? And you can. I just read you. When I entered the apartment, I came across two thieves. Perfect. So why did you say you couldn't do it? So you can do it. I'm angry with you, Ray. I'm angry. Not really. But I'm pushing. I want you. So I'm pushing. I want you to challenge. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to, take a challenge. Okay, got it. I came across thieves in the apartment. Yeah, good. See, you guys are understanding the idiom. You're using it good. You're using it well and clearly, right? And so you're being very clear, very concise. And so it's a pleasure to read, right? I'm happy. you could tell, right? When I'm reading your sentence, I'm happy because it's concise and short, and so that's better. So you make me happy when you write a short, concise sentence. It's like poetry, right? So, poems are just short, and that's why poetry is so difficult, right? Poetry is the hardest form of language. It's the hardest form because you have to, in your words, you have to tell a story. You have to describe something in a short amount of words, right? And so your vocabulary has to be, concise, and it has to express an idea. And so poetry is very, very difficult because you have to be concise, and you have to tell a story. And so you guys are doing it. That's great. I came across thieves in the apartment. Nice, Gada. Popcorn. I came across 2 thieves. Good. So yeah, we're using the idiom, and we're using it in a concise way and a clear way, very clear. Tomas, I came across a thief when I entered the apartment. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So, and remember, we're writing. We're not speaking, right? So don't confuse the two. There's 2 different, communication. It's 2 different ways to communicate. Writing is a way to, and speaking, they're different. Okay? So don't think speaking and writing is the same thing. It's not the same thing. Writing is different than speaking. So when you're speaking, you can blah, 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 because you're telling a story, and it's a different form of communication, right? Like we're talking about the cave, right? That's actually what made this happen, right? We were talking about the cave paintings, right? And so cave paintings, there's no words. It's just a picture explaining, the words tell the story. And so writing, you're telling a story, but the writing has to be clear where the reader doesn't have a picture, right? So when you're writing, there's no picture. So your words have to tell the story. Your words have to explain. And so you have to be very clear. And a picture, right, that's a story, and there's no writing. And then when you're speaking, you got your hands, right? So when you're speaking, that's why writing is more difficult than speaking, right? So when you're speaking, you have face expressions, you have your hands, you could point, right? And so that's why speaking is easier than writing, because writing, no picture, nobody's there, right? Right now, I can't see you, I can't hear you, I can just read what you're saying. I can only read your writing. So if you're writing something I don't understand, I can't ask, right? I don't understand. But if you're writing concise and simple, I understand, right? When we're speaking, we use gestures and hands and pointing at things, and so in our face, our body, body language we're using, and so speaking is easier than writing. Okay, say, when I got home, I came across 2 thieves. Good. Raphael, I came across a shooting between the police and the thieves trying to steal my house earlier today. I've got to hide. So we're talking short, but Raphael, the thing is, Raphael wrote a few sentences, and actually, so we're saying purpose, right? So our purpose, I'm saying, I want short sentences because we're doing dictation practice, right? And so now if you're writing an essay, that's different, right? We're gonna we're gonna use conjunctions, right? So words that connect to clauses. We have independent clause, we have a dependent clause. And so if we want longer, like a complex sentence, so we're talking about it. So for writing, it's very complicated, right? We have complex sentences, we have simple sentences, we have independent clauses, dependent clauses, we have like conjunctions, right? We have words that connect two sentences or two ideas. We have punctuation, right? We have colon, semicolon, and so like the colon represents a list, right? And then you have a semicolon that connects two independent clauses. So it really depends on the purpose of your writing. So right now, our purpose is dictation cards, right? So that's why I'm saying I want you to write short, concise sentences. So I don't want to give you idea like, again, case by case, right? Someone said, that came up earlier, right? Like in English, there's no black and white. There's mostly gray, right? In between, case by case. And if we're saying, okay, let's write a business letter. Let's write a report for school, right? Let's do creative writing. So it's all different, right? So actually, Raphael, that was more of like creative writing, right? So Raphael, I came across a shooting between the police and the thieves trying to steal my house earlier today. I had to hide, right? And so that's more like creative writing. That's like kind of telling a story and being interesting, right? So telling a story, being interesting. So right, so we sit down, read a novel, right? Oh, and so it's an interesting story. We can see the picture, and so it all depends on the purpose. So our purpose is this situation, right? Is for dictation cards. So they got to be short and concise. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking too much. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Okay, now I will just enjoy the live stream silently. Ross, I'm sorry. Fair enough. Very rude, but okay. Okay, I don't know, Ross, what's going on here? What's happening? Okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'm talking too much, I think, and now it's become boring. I'm sorry, I don't want to be boring. I'm talking too much. Okay, Vilmar, that's because all natives know how to communicate themselves, even not going to schools. Yeah, Raphael. No, Raphael, no. We're again, case by case. What's the purpose of writing? So no. I enjoyed your story. That was, so there's, okay, Gada, what flashcards? Are you talking about just our dictation cards? So Gada, what I've been doing is, if you see there's like a way to send a super sticker or a super chat. So like for example, Mrs. G, she sent me a sticker or a super chat. I forgot which one it was. She sent me either a super sticker or a super chat, right? And so a couple dollars. And so because she sent me a super sticker or a super chat, I'm going to send her the card. So it's another way of supporting me. So so I make these cards, right? I spend time, I print them out and stuff like that. And so if you send me a super sticker, a super chat, you're helping me, and then I'm going to send these to you and help you. So that's what I've been doing in the past, is if you send a super sticker or a super chat, I will send you the cards in a PDF sheet, so you just have to print them out yourself. So that's how I've been doing the flashcards here for the dictation cards, right? The website is different. You're a member of the website, so all those are for you. Okay, well, I don't want to be boring. Yeah, it's long enough. We're over like 2.5 hours. Wow, too much time. Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. I was just like talking too much. That's the problem. I get into a mode of just, okay, I have this idea and I want to tell you, and I just keep over and over, and it's bad. It's a bad habit I do. So I need to just, like my dictation cards, be short and sweet and concise. But I get an idea, and then I just keep going and going and going and going, and it's too much. And I'm sorry. I know that I do that. I know it's a problem, and it's hard for me to, so I need you to say, Mark, stop. Yeah, okay, thank you. I need to stop because I'm talking too much. All right, okay, I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, Marion, have a great weekend. And everyone, thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate all of your kind support, all your help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient, listening to my rambling. So I'm sorry to do that. And I just want to say one more time, Green Team, your challenge next week, shorter sentences for the dictation cards. See if you can do it. I think you can do it. Miley did it. Dr. Amaris we saw her do it. Lolly took the challenge, right? I think Seiru's usually always not too long. Seiru usually not a problem. But some of you write long sentences, so try to do shorter sentences, okay? Because we are doing dictation cards. So that's the purpose of dictation cards. We went short and concise. Thank you, Gada. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sometimes I think I get into it's almost like preaching, and I don't want to do that, right? So we say preaching, like you go to church, right? And, the priest or the rabbi or whoever, at the synagogue or the temple, whatever. And so that the person, speaking just, do this, do that, blah, 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 right? And so they're preaching. And like, you should do this. You got to do that. To do, right? And like a school teacher talking to the children, or a mother talking to their children, or a father talking. So I don't want to do that because we're here together. And so, but sometimes I get into kind of a preachy, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it's not good. So I'm sorry. Ross, okay, hey, sorry, Ross, it's my fault. Like I always say, right? If the students aren't learning, it's the teacher's fault. If the students are bored, it's the teacher's fault. If the lesson is confusing, it's the teacher. It's not the student's fault, right? It's the teacher's fault. So my job is to make it, easy for you, right? And I'm not saying make easy, material. I'm talking about explaining ideas to you easily, where you can understand easily. So the best teacher can take a complex idea and make it simple, right? That is the best teacher. They can take something very difficult and explain it to the student in a way where the student understands easy, right? Or quickly, like, oh yeah, I get it now. And so the best teachers are the ones who can explain something easily where you can understand, right? And so when I see the chat and people are confused, oh, it's my fault. When something happens, it's always my fault. So Ross, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I didn't do a good job. Okay, yep. So today's Friday. Everyone, have a good weekend. Take care. Samuel, you guys are you guys are the best because you are so understanding of me. You guys tolerate me. You're here and I don't understand why. Why are you here with me? I don't understand. But I'm happy that you are here with me, and love you guys. Mwah. And I wanted to say again to the green members, you guys are paying money every month, and that is really, really wonderful of you. And I really appreciate that. You guys are great. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, it was long. It was long, and I did too much talking. Okay. All right. The teacher is tired. I am tired. And I still have more stuff to do today. I am not finished today. No. Okay. What time is it here? Here in Japan, it is almost 12:45. So I've been here live for a long time. So it's time to say goodbye. Thank you, Gada. Okay, and Mrs. G, thank you so much. Mwah, thank you so much. And I will be back on Tuesday. I will be back here April 13th. So I will see you on Tuesday for our next live stream class. Okay, so see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. You know that one, Vilmar? See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. After a while, crocodile. Okay. So, everyone, be safe, be happy, smile, say hello, say thank you, say please. Okay, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Okay, thanks so much. Let's say goodbye together. All right, here we go. Let's say goodbye together. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take it easy.